The 1966 FIFA World Cup was the 8th edition of the FIFA World Cup, held in England from 11 to July 30, 1966. It was the 5th World Cup to be held in Europe, following Italy in 1934, France in 1938, Switzerland in 1954, and Sweden in 1958. The 1966 World Cup was the first FIFA World Cup to be held in the English-speaking world. Matches were played at 8 stadiums across England, with the final held at Wembley Stadium, which had a capacity of 98,600. Prior to the tournament, the Jules Rimet Trophy was stolen, but was recovered by a dog named Pickles 4 months before the tournament began. This was the first World Cup to have selected matches broadcast by satellite to countries on other continents. The final, broadcast locally by the BBC, was the last to be broadcast entirely in black and white. Despite the lack of African participation, there was still a new record for the number of countries participating in the qualifiers, with 70 nations taking part. FIFA determined that 10 teams from Europe would qualify, along with 4 from South America, 1 from Asia and 1 from North and Central America. Portugal and North Korea qualified for the first time. Portugal did not qualify again until 1986, while North Korea's next appearance was at the 2010 tournament. This was also Switzerland's last World Cup finals until 1994. Notable absentees from this tournament included 1962 runners-up Czechoslovakia and semi-finalists Yugoslavia. England was chosen to host the 1966 World Cup in Rome, Italy, on August 22, 1960, beating out West Germany and Spain. It was the first tournament to be held in a country directly affected by World War II, as the previous 4 tournaments had been held in countries that were not in the war zone or in neutral countries: Asia, 1 North Korea, Africa, 0 North, Central America and the Caribbean, 1 Mexico, South America, for Brazil, Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Europe, 10 Bulgaria, England, France, Hungary, Italy, Portugal, the Soviet Union, Spain, Switzerland, West Germany. Venues: there were 8 venues used for this World Cup. The newest and largest venue used was Wembley Stadium in northwest London, which was 43 years old in 1966. As is customary in the World Cup, group matches were held at 2 adjacent venues. Matches involving the host team were all held in London. Format: the format of the 1966 competition remained the same as in 1962. The 16 qualified teams were divided into 4 groups of 4 teams each. Each group played a round-robin format. 2 points were awarded for a win and 1 point for a draw, with points averaged and a final draw to separate teams on equal points. The top 2 teams from each group advanced to the knockout stage. Group stage: Group 1, England, Uruguay, Mexico, France. Result: England, Uruguay are the 2 teams that reached the quarter-finals. Group 2, West Germany, Argentina, Spain, Switzerland. Result: West Germany, Argentina are the 2 teams that reached the quarter-finals. Group 3, Portugal, Hungary, Brazil, Bulgaria. Result: Portugal, Hungary are the 2 teams that reached the quarter-finals. Group 4, Soviet Union, North Korea, Italy, Chile. Result: Soviet Union, North Korea are the 2 teams that reached the quarter-finals. Quarter-finals: the quarter-finals produced a controversial victory for West Germany as they eased past Uruguay 4-0. The South Americans claimed this only happened after the referee, Jim Finney, England, disallowed a handball by Schnellinger on the goal line and then sent off 2 Uruguay players, Horacio Troche and Hector Silva. It seemed unlikely that North Korea would go on to win again against Portugal at Goodison Park, when after 22 minutes they were 3-0 up. One of the tournament's greatest stars, Eusebio, changed that. He scored 4 goals in the match, and Jose Augusto added a fifth in the 78th minute to give Portugal a 5-3 win. Meanwhile, in the other 2 matches, Ferenc Bene's late goal for Hungary against the Soviet Union, led by the excellent goalkeeper Lev, was only a consolation as they were eliminated 2-1 at Wembley. A Geoff Hurst goal gave England a 1-0 win over Argentina. The match is known as El Robo del Siglo, the robbery of the century. In Argentina, semifinals, all the semifinalists were from Europe. Bobby Charlton scored both goals in England's victory, with Portugal's goal coming from an 82nd-minute penalty after Jack Charlton had touched the ball on the line. The other semi-final also ended 2-1. Franz Beckenbauer scored the winning goal with a left-footed strike from the edge of the box for West Germany as they beat the Soviet Union. Third-place match, Portugal went on to beat the Soviet Union 2-1 to finish third. Portugal's third place was the best finish by a team making their World Cup debut since 1934, a mark equaled by Croatia in 1998. The final, London's Wembley Stadium hosted the final, and was attended by 98,000 people. Helmut Haller put West Germany ahead after 12 minutes and 32 seconds, but Geoff Hurst leveled 4 minutes later. Martin Peters put England ahead in the 78th minute. England looked set to win the title when the referee awarded a free kick to West Germany with a minute to go. The ball was kicked towards goal and Wolfgang Weber scored, with England's appeals for handball in vain as the ball crossed the crowded penalty area. With the scores level at 2-2 after 90 minutes, the match went into extra time. In the 98th minute, Hurst found himself on the scoresheet again. His shot hit the crossbar, bounced down the goal line and was awarded as a goal. There has long been debate as to whether the ball crossed the line or not, with the goal becoming part of World Cup history. England's final goal was again scored by Hurst, as a celebratory pitch invasion ensued. This made Geoff Hurst the first player to score 3 goals in a World Cup final. He received the Jules Rimet Trophy from Queen Elizabeth II and was crowned World Cup winner for the first time.